show on Kids Plays Live, and we are joined today by Tori's fiance, which is just a fancy word of saying person I'm going to marry and live with, in love and laughter and life, live, laugh, love for the rest of my life, as long as we both shall live. So, I wanted to see if Tori and her fiance Dan here are truly ready to get married. Do they know each other enough yet? I mean, we just learned about Dan like 2 days ago. Apparently they've known each other for 6 years or more, but are they truly ready? So we asked some of you to send in your questions and your marriage thoughts and advice, and boy howdy did you deliver. So Tori, we're going to get started with the very first question here. And the first question on our list comes from Tess. She's 4 years old, and she asks you both the question, why did the chicken cross the road? Okay? I want to hear each of your answers, and I want to see if you agree.
Why did the chicken cross the road? I'm going to guess because there was another chicken on his side of the road, and in order to keep social distance, he decided to politely cross the road and give the other chicken his space.
What? Okay, Dan, same question. Why did the chicken cross the road?
I think he just wanted to get to the other side.
Ding, 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 ding. Dan is correct. Dan is correct. You were way too specific. Nobody knows for sure. You can't even get inside of a chicken's mind, Tori.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So Dan is correct. Dan, that's a good answer. All right. Next question. This comes from one of our listeners. Do you promise to share crayons?
Say that word again, Mindy.
Do you promise to share crayons?
Crayons. First of all, Dan the Ham, how would you say that word? I need to know how you pronounce those coloring utensils.
Crayons.
Thank you, crayons. Okay.
Whoa, okay, all right. I will say that you are going to be a crayon family because you both pronounce it the same. That must have been like the secret attraction to begin with, is that you both approved how the other person said the word crayons. Do you promise to share them?
I promise to share them, but I actually don't think this is going to be a problem for us because even though I love crayons, I'm a coloring fiend. Dan is more of a black ink drawer. He's actually a really good artist. He would never tell you. He'll never show off his talent. It's a secret hidden talent that, oops, I just told everybody.
It's not a secret anymore.
Okay,
it's
well,
fine. Nobody's listening.
But he loves normal black ink, like ballpoint pens, and that is his art tool of choice. So I actually think that we're gonna get away with this one.
You'll hold the crayons, he's gonna hold the pens. Everyone's happy. You should totally put "I promise to share my crayons with you" in your wedding vows, because I feel like that's gonna be like an easy box to check off in life.
Set yourself up for success.
Exactly. All right. Next question comes from me. This is a question for Dan. Okay. Dan, when Tori was in 3rd grade, she had a small entrepreneurial endeavor where she would make and sell goods. What were these goods called? Our listeners know. Do you?
I don't know. Tori has a really dark and mysterious past. So I might not know the answer to this.
You don't know?
No.
Wait. Tori, you've never told him this story?
Have I never told you this?
I don't think so.
This is my favorite Tiny Tori story.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's involving nuts and an entrepreneurial spirit.
Still not ringing any bells, Dan?
You went nuts.
Okay, no, that happened. That was yesterday. Tori, go ahead and tell him what happened.
Well, I'm really glad we're having this conversation now because I can't believe I've never told you about Peanut Pals LLC, my unincorporated, unofficial side hustle business where I would kind of craft peanuts, give them little hats, googly eyes, accessories, and sell them to my classmates in 3rd grade for, 50 cents, $1, depending on how detailed the pal was, until the school shut me down because you can't be selling stuff in school. So, yeah.
Were the peanuts in their shells or out of their shells?
Good question. They're still in the shell, and when you pinch the end of a peanut shell, the end opens, it gaps open a tiny little bit, like a cute, tiny little mouth, and that becomes the face. Slap some googly eyes on it, maybe a felt hat, and you've got yourself a peanut pal.
Wow. So where's all the money from this? Why aren't you retired?
Oh my goodness.
Well, we're not married yet, so we're not entitled to share money. So after we sign the documents, then I'll show you where all that Peanut Pals cash is.
We should note that the school shut her down after like one day. So it wasn't a long-lived business. But I'm thinking that since your wedding plans had to be, changed for this moment of coronavirus and you have to have a social distance wedding, maybe, Tori, you can make little peanut pals to represent all of the bridesmaids and groomsmen who would be in your wedding.
Cute!
What do you think?
I've always thought that your brother kind of resembled a peanut. So I think this is great. I can make one made in like a sculpture for each of them.
Wow.
Your wedding cake toppers could be peanut pals. I can't even stand it. Okay, all right. Next question, Tori, this one is for you, and this is also a question from me. Which one of you gives the best haircuts?
Uh-oh.
Tori, don't get this answer wrong. Which one of you or Dan give the best haircuts?
I know the answer can't be me because I tried to give Dan a quarantine haircut that went so badly, we just had to shave his head in the end because it looked so bad. And if you can't see him, but he's got a short shaved haircut now. He looks like he's joining the military. So it can't be me. So I think the answer by default has to be Dan.
Dan, would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I give Tori a haircut every day by just doing nothing, and her hair looks great. So.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah,
Is
like
that what's happening?
growing a plant. You just kind of let it see where it goes.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Tori, trust is letting your fiance give you a haircut right before your wedding. I think that you should hand the gardening shears over to Dan and let him work his magic, and we'll find out once and for all. Okay? All right, here's another question for you. This comes from Sebastian, who's 8 years old, and he says that you should probably know what the other likes to do before you marry them. So, Sebastian asks, what do you like to do? So I want to ask Tori, first of all, what does Dan like to do? And Dan, you tell us what Tori likes to do.
Dan likes to sleep in late. Dan likes to listen to loud, scary music. Dan likes to lift heavy objects. Dan likes to eat roast beef sandwiches. And Dan likes to watch movies about World War II.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, you agree?
Yeah, no, I enjoy all of those things. Those are all fun. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Anything she's missing? Any big things that you're like, I can't believe you didn't know this about me. This is something I really like to do.
Well, I also like to stay up late, which is why I have to sleep in late.
That's true.
Okay.
Oh, you also like to play with our dog Nala.
Yes. Well, everyone likes that.
Aw.
It's not, that's not unique. Everyone likes Nala.
They do.
All right, Dan, what does Tori like to do?
Tori likes to build cocoons out of blankets.
It's a blanket fort.
She likes to watch all of her favorite TV shows. Once in a while, she'll just watch a TV show she's seen before. And Tori likes to have big ramen noodle meals that make a lot of noise when you eat them and get stuff everywhere.
Wait, are you saying she's a slurper?
I mean, it's ramen noodles, so everyone slurps.
Okay.
But she just really likes Slurpee noodles, so nothing you can do about it. She likes Blue Orbit gum.
Wow, specific brand.
Tori also likes to play with Nala. Tori likes to play on her Game Boy that she's had for like a decade and a half or more. I don't know, probably like 2 decades
Probably
at this
more.
point. Yeah. What else does Tori like? Oh, Tori likes to roller skate now. That's a new thing she really enjoys.
Yeah.
She didn't always like it, but she learned, and now she really likes to roller skate. And she likes to photosynthesize on the patio.
All right, good job. I think you both won this round. That was amazing. Those were some things I didn't even really know about Tori, and I thought I knew everything. All right, great job, guys. When we come back, we're going to ask you a few more questions from some of our listeners, and we've got some marriage advice for both Tori and Dan and anyone else ever thinking about getting married themselves. We'll be right back. It's the Absolutely Mindy Show, the Meet Tori's Fiancé edition. More coming up in just a few minutes.